Reported death from a severe lung injury, possibly related to vaping, has been reported in Illinois. And now the CDC is investigating nearly 200 severe pulmonary illnesses in people who use e-cigarettes. Local 24 News reporter Rebecca Butcher, she spoke with a doctor who says he isn't surprised by it. Rebecca joins us live in the studio now. And Rebecca, I understand that the vaping industry is actually welcoming the CDC's investigation.
Well, good evening, Katina. It does because it believes people may be getting sick from actually black market THC products. But today I talked with one Memphis doctor who is seeing a rise in patients coming in with flared up cases of asthma after vaping any product. Health officials are warning about the dangers of e-cigarettes and vaping. A person in Illinois died, and more than 190 other people in 22 states were treated for a respiratory illness after vaping.
I am not surprised at all that we've had our first confirmed death related to vaping. Any kind of chemical that goes into the lungs and causes irritation, certainly chemicals that can be carcinogens or can cause cancer, eventually is going to lead to something like this.
Dr. Dale Kreiner is seeing more patients coming in with complications from vaping.
We have certainly seen an increase in folks that really do think it's a safer alternative, and it's not.
Alexander Mitchell was hospitalized in Utah. Doctors linked his acute respiratory distress syndrome to e-cigarette use.
I don't have the stamina that I used to. I don't have the strength that I used to.
Health investigators in California say a number of people were sickened there after using cannabis products. The American Vaping Association's president said in a statement, quote, "Each day of this crisis brings more evidence that street vapes containing THC or other illegal drugs are responsible for these illnesses, not nicotine vaping products."
From the research that I've looked at is independent of the maker or the brand, it's still aerosolizing a chemical.
And health officials have not yet identified a particular device or liquid as being associated with the nearly 200 cases. The American Vaping Association's president is also calling on the CDC and also the FDA to act to ensure adult smokers know that nicotine vaping products remain a far safer alternative to actually smoking. In the studio, I'm Rebecca Butcher, Local 24 News.
Okay.